Hello.
Hello and good afternoon to you too.
Good afternoon. What does it say on the camera?
It's because it's not completely level, so it wants us
okay,
to...
I thought there was some recording error, but that's okay.
I think it's just because it feels like it's not level across the top, because it wants it to be perfect for us, but it is perfect for what we need.
Yeah, perfectly imperfect. It's fine. Go on. Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
I wondered if it was going to give me an option to do anything, but I gave it a tap.
No, I was
and
just double checking it wasn't any issue with the recording.
Yeah, so we're not actually recording, but it looks like we are, so you'll do an entire podcast then, won't you?
What I wanted to ask you about is
what I did last night.
Yes, how did the event go last night?
It was very exciting. So a friend of ours, Bekki, from Blossom Hair and Beauty by Becky Brooks, has started doing Beers and Bobbles and Bubbles and Bobbles. So Beers and Bobbles is a session that dads or a man who has a child in their life with longer hair,
a male carer
who isn't quite sure how to do it because they just haven't done hair, they haven't done plaits, they can do a ponytail, maybe they can't even do that. And Bekki has got all the hairdressing heads, different brushes, combs, bobbles, buys the first drink, little water sprayers, and last night was the first ever Beers and Bobbles. She took them through brushing, because of course that's quite important, brushing from the bottom.
Oh my God,
you're not just ramming it from the top there.
That's what Liam does. And I'm like, no, you're just clumping all the knots together. You need to tease it from the bottom. Oh, it stresses me out when I see that.
He needs to go on one of these courses.
He does. It's just on a Wednesday, and we have rugby training.
There is I'm sure the next one's on Monday.
But it's his birthday. I don't know if that's about. What else is he going to be doing?
Oh, there's going to be another one after that, so he might have to wait till like November, December time. But anyway,
I could teach him myself.
They learned
this
how
just
to
feels
brush.
More fun.
Oh yeah, send him on a course.
Yeah, it's better.
So they learnt how to brush. They learnt how to put in a low ponytail and a high ponytail. Pigtails, and then in one pigtail they learnt a fishtail, and in one pigtail they learnt a normal plait.
Oh wow, 2 different types.
And then I butted in towards the end.
I know girls who can't do fishtails. I think fishtails are easier because it's only 2.
Well, that's what Bekki thought. I think a normal plait's easier.
Were they struggling because of?
But then I've
fingers?
Been plaiting My Little Pony since the mid-80s, because that's what we did. Me and my cousin had bags full of them, and we just plaited all the tails. And Bekki started with a fishtail because she thought that would be easier, because it is just 2 pieces and you cross over and you cross over. But actually, it's harder to hold on to those pieces, keep doing the swaps, grab it back again, keep it pulled tight, keep it neat.
I just use my fingers for a normal plait. I don't really like pull over, hold, plait.
Oh, no, that's what I was telling them not to do, because they were passing it from one hand to the other. I said, you don't need to do that.
Get your fingers going.
Grab like that, pass it like that. So Bekki said, I thought a fishtail would be easier. And I said, I think that's because you're a hairdresser and you're used to it and it's come more easily. And they all felt the normal plait was easier.
That's good feedback, though, because then on the next ones you can start with the normal plait.
Yeah, ease them into it.
Because you'll be able to...
And a lot of it is the flexibility in the wrists and the fingers. So I was quite bendy and loopy, whereas some of the men were quite that was their full hand, and it was the full hand going into that.
They've got big hands, they've got big fingers, their daughters have got like tiny little heads with thin hair.
One of them had a 1-year-old, and apparently they just scrape up this little wispy hair into a little pineapple.
That's so cute that he went when she's like only 1. She's not even got enough hair for anything yet.
I didn't find out the ages of all the men's daughters, but I think there was a 5-year-old, and I said to one of them, that plait's great, that's really neat. I said, will your little one let you practice? He said, my wife will. I think the
practice on his wife.
He's going to have to go home and practice on his wife. But it was a really lovely session that Bekki ran, because she included a drink with it, so they were all able to get a beer if they wanted a beer, and a couple of other things that she had on her list that they were allowed. And she had little packs available to buy as well, so you got both types of comb, different types of bobbles, a little bow one, a water sprayer, I want to say something else, can't remember, in a little bag, a zip-up bag that said hair stuff on it, which was really cute, so that was available to buy as well. A couple of those were sold. It was a nice social for them. I think a couple had knew each other. There was a couple of sets of people that knew each other, but it never felt like they were just in their own conversations. It was very much the session, chatting about what they were doing, and a couple of them were quite confident and were very chatty. I heard them asking about each other's work. I thought that was really nice for them.
I don't know why, like, it just makes me feel so, like, wholesome when men do stuff like that, because women aren't
Get together like we do.
Yeah, because we would do that.
Yeah.
And we are much more, like, natural...
Friend makers.
Yeah. Like, when I was on holiday, my sister was like, they kept making me sit in the front with the taxi drivers.
You make friends with a taxi driver?
You literally talk to... They're like, you can literally talk to anybody. Yeah. And then at first, my sister was, obviously because she's my sister, was taking the piss out of me. So, oh my God, you don't stop yapping, blah, blah, blah. And then towards the end of the trip, she was like, I've actually realised that is such an amazing skill. You can make a conversation out of literally thin air. Like, there will be some silence and you can just so naturally just start another conversation topic and it's not weird or forced or uncomfortable. And she was like, now I've seen it. She was like, at first I just thought, oh my God, Alice. Yeah, it doesn't happen often from my sister.
Save it, savour it.
Oh no, get it on camera.
Got it on film.
Like, and at first she just found it really funny when taking the piss. But looks like you find it so natural, like, to be in that, and Bekki as well. Obviously, with both your jobs. And,
yeah, obviously she's used to people coming into the salon.
Obviously, my job as well. But I do think, like, part of being a mum, you know, as your children are growing up, you've got to socialise and conversation with other mums or parents, and you just put yourself out there a bit. Whereas dads are very much like, I go to work, I look after my child a bit, I go to the supermarket, maybe a sport. Like, Liam's very confident at rugby and will socialise so easily at rugby, but as soon as he's out of that situation, he's like, what to talk about? So
because he doesn't.
It's really cute to think of all these men like sitting around a table doing.
That was lovely, really lovely.
Like, what do you do for work? Like the kind of questions we would ask.
Yeah.
Oh, where do you live? Oh, are you from Morley?
It was a bit like that.
Oh God, it's so cute. I've seen them advertising on Instagram, but they're all like in London and stuff. So when Bekki was doing it, like I say, I would have sent Liam if it had not been a Wednesday.
Yeah, there'll be other days. I think one of the.
I think it's good to vary the days because
there's going to be a Saturday afternoon as well at some
really
point.
Good.
So one of my jobs, obviously, I helped to set up, put little vices on the table, ram the doll heads onto there. So it's all real hair. One of them didn't have real hair, but it's all real hair. To practice with, so the brushing and the way that it moves and stuff will feel real. Yeah. And everybody had the two types of comb, little selection of bobbles, the water sprayer. So we set everything up for everybody. And then once everybody was in, she got everyone to write their names on a sticker and stick it on, including Bekki and I. And that was so that I could then look at the names, so get the correct spellings, write them on a little certificate.
Did they know they were getting a certificate?
No.
Did they love it?
I think so.
Yeah. I think everyone loves a certificate.
Laminated them, and then at the end she was able to.
You laminated them during the thing.
Yeah, because we wanted to get the names right. Because on the booking system, someone had booked for him and a friend, so she didn't know the other person's name.
Like,
so
your wife might book.
Yes, so that was my secret job. I had to laminate it on the pub floor next to the plug socket. It was really cool. And then obviously,
as if you got laminated. That is funny.
It was great. I loved it.
That is adorable.
And obviously I can butt in and help out and stuff because I can plait, and I said if you were going to go swimming, you don't necessarily want a bobble up by the head in whatever you're doing, because you've got to be able to take that out again. So I would always do a plait, so the bobble's going at the end of the hair, so that's easier to take out.
Well, that's a good idea.
So
I
towards
always put
the
a
end,
ponytail in.
took one of the little bunches out and said, this is how I do it. So brushed it round, got
so the plait was
stuck
just
my
hair.
fingers through, and then you've got the 3 pieces, bob it down, so the bobble's only going at the end. So at the very worst, even if it's tangled in the hair, you've just got that end bit to pull out, and then take the plait, zhuzh the plait out.
Post-swimming hair is the fucking worst.
Exactly,
isn't
so
it?
I thought they've got a good tip there. A couple of them tried it, which I thought was really good. Bit off Becky's lesson plan, but I've always got swimming tips. Now, you said even when I was swimming teaching, I used to do a French
No,
plait.
I do see a lot of dads at swimming.
Exactly.
A lot of dads.
Because they like to take that, because they miss out during the week with stuff.
Yeah,
Swimming
and
can
swimming
be at
lessons are
weekend.
generally like evenings, weekends. So I do, when I take holiday, I always see a lot of dads there.
They need to do the plait and do it at the bottom.
Yeah.
Because she used those little tiny plastic bands, like at the end of the fishtail, to hold it properly. And then you can put a pretty one on top if you want. But she's saying don't use them up by the head.
Ugh.
Or you can cut them out.
Snap them, yeah.
Or just tap it with the straighteners and they snap off. So that...
I can pull them ones out with my bare hands.
Yeah, but if they're all caught, especially if it's caught a piece of hair from here or the back, you don't
like those
don't
little
want to be
bubbles.
cross and upset, do we? So, no, it was lovely. Like you said, it really wholesome.
Do you think the ones who've come to that one will come again to like keep refreshing?
I think that for those guys, what they need to do now is do a quick recap and do something else, which I thought would be a really good idea for Bekki to do that. Like if you've already this is if you've already been to my Beers and Bobbles, this
With
one's
the
for
next
you
one.
because we're going to do quick ponytail and plait to remind
Do a
you,
different style.
and then we're going to do, because one of them was saying, I think he'd done the fishtail in one of the bunches, and he says his daughter would like that, but all the way down.
Like a French plait.
So he was saying like French plait, and I was like, oh yeah, can we? And it was making me want to do hair because I've enjoyed doing Daisy's and Minnie's hair, and I
That's
think
a good idea. Do
she
like a
should do
beginner
that
and an
next.
intermediate.
Yeah. If you can already do a basic plait in a bobble, let's do French plait. Because I was always gutted that my mum couldn't French plait my hair.
Yeah, I had to teach myself when I was like 15.
Yeah. I used YouTube when
I'm
Daisy was
fully
little.
like self-taught on hair because my mum was terrible.
Yeah, because
at
you do
hair.
great little, on yourself even, your little French plaits on there.
I've taught myself how to do Dutch plaits recently. I've
I'm
always
better
been
at them
quite
than I am.
adventurous with that. I used to do my own hair in primary school because my mum couldn't do it. She would just do a ponytail. I used to do bunches and then I used to, do you remember those tiny, they probably still have them, like the tiny little clips?
Yes.
I used to get a thin bit and twizzle it, twist it, twizzle it. So I had little spirals and clip every piece around both my bunches for primary school. And people were like, oh, your hair looks amazing. Did your mum do it? And I go, no, I did it.
I love
like,
those
what?
little clips.
Yeah, I did like doing her. But like Liam's mum always struggled with his sister's hair because she had 3 boys. So then when she had Lily Mae, I would go round when she was like, Lily Mae was 4, me and Liam met. And I'd go round and she'd be like, Alex, please can you plait Lily Mae's hair? Because she'd felt bad that she couldn't do plaits. But now you and Bekki are going to be doing the bubbles and bobbles.
Yeah,
so then the female...
so bubbles and bobbles is for us girls, because like you just said, if those 2 mums were struggling, and I did some YouTube videos when Daisy was younger, and she was happy to let me.
When I was younger, there wasn't YouTube.
No, exactly. Well, no, because that's how old you are. So I've had to do that. So I've got like a couple of French plaits, or I can do this little thing around the side, or a couple of extra little things. But actually, for someone to say, and often it's not as complicated as you think.
Yeah.
I think that'd be really. I fancy doing that.
There's Bekki will know more obviously, but I've seen videos where it's like this looks like a complicated hairstyle, but it's really simple.
Yeah.
So being able to teach, if she taught things to do that looked more complicated than they actually are.
Yeah.
Oh, there's so many things.
I saw a lady the other day.
Oh my God,
I was
it's
driving.
So excited. I love it. I really can't wait to get Liam booked on and.
Oh yeah. And then he'll be doing
just trying
all
to think
sorts
who
of.
else I know who's got daughters and which other boys we can get booked on.
Yeah, because you don't have to be a dad. You might be an uncle that sees the children a lot, or you could be.
Yeah, I could get Liam to do it with his brother.
Yes.
Actually, both his brothers, because his older brother's got a girl.
Yeah. Do that.
If it get on
On
the
his
Saturday
birthday.
one. You are, yeah. I've booked you
You're
an
a man.
activity.
It's a Monday, so it's fine. It's not like you're going to be doing anything
What was I
really
gonna be
exciting
doing?
on a
I know.
Monday.
What did I do? Mine was a Monday, wasn't it? I took Elodie to. What's it called? Lightwater Valley.
If you do something nice at the weekend, that can be for his birthday. Make it birthday week.
Yeah, which it should be. Everybody should have a birthday week at least, if not a month. I'm definitely on birthday month this year.
Or when it's a special birthday, make it last a year. Like do
Oh,
lots of things.
yeah. That's my dad this year. His 60th. He's doing
'cause
something
you've
new
had
every
his-
month.
He's had his surprise holidays and he's had some other stuff, hasn't he?
Yeah, my mum's been doing something new every month.
Oh.
Crazy.
Blimey, 12 things. What
Yeah,
else?
some of them are like
Are we allowed to
smaller.
know yet?
like took him to Alexandra Palace in London because he'd not been, so they went to watch soapbox racing. And he was like, oh, but I've done soapbox racing before. She went, not at Alexandra Palace, you haven't.
Brilliant.
Like, what else? This specific, like, fish and chip shop up in the northeast.
oh God, I can...
Really, it's like on the beach. It's really famous now. Just like some
In
stuff's
Northumberland.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I think we've been.
Some stuff's random, but different places. Yeah, different activities.
Yeah, brilliant. And he's had his villa holiday.
And he's had his holiday. Lots of holidays.
Wasn't there something with you lot and with your mum as well separately? Was there another thing?
My mum's taken him to Tenerife in January, so that was like his birthday. He was in Tenerife for his actual birthday.
Right, that's what I'm thinking of.
Because he
I
said he
think
wanted to be
I knew
somewhere hot, and we were like...
So his birthday's January.
Yeah, his birthday's January. So we went to Tenerife.
What
Did
date?
stargazing in Tenerife.
Oh.
Went up Mount Teide. Yeah.
What date
His
in
date
January?
is... I get mixed. I think it's the 19th. Because their wedding anniversary is also January.
I was thinking because Minnie
I
and
think the
Mark
wedding
are in
anniversary is
January,
the
so I was
week
wondering
after.
if we had a birthday twin. But Minnie's birthday is the same birthday as the podcast because we started on
We
her
did
birthday,
start on her
and it was a
birthday.
snow day, and everywhere was shut. But I managed to pod with you and
I
get
feel
my
like the
nails
kids have
done.
grown up so much since we started this podcast. It'd be really
know.
funny to listen to the first episode,
Yeah.
what we were saying about the children, compared to... It's like, Elodie's going to be starting school in September.
And we've changed
was-
schools. I think we need a whole school pod because there's been little snippets of it through the last few months because we've been struggling so much this year.
We'll do it when Elodie starts in September.
Yes, let's, because we've really, really, really struggled. And I've got a big fat file when I did a SARS request, so you can request all the information they hold on your child.
Oh, great.
Every CPOM entry, communications.
You got it all.
And I've got it all, and it's
Well done.
fat. I have not been in the mindset to read it yet. I need to build myself up for it, read it, compile my timeline, and then send it to someone to say this wasn't.
You're going to complain. Send it to Ofsted or something. I don't know who you send it to.
I don't know, but
For
I have
everybody.
To,
Send it to
I have
everybody.
to do something because it's
That
been
school is so bad.
appalling.
Also, like, how much happier your children are.
Well, even if you take away all the issues that Minnie's had, putting Tristan in another school for half a term. He's literally started after
He's only done
after
it.
the school holiday in June.
He's
So
done
he's
6
done
weeks.
half a term, yeah. And he's instigating conversations with you.
Yeah.
Becky's noticed a difference in him. My mum's noticed a difference
is
in him.
crazy.
We noticed a difference little bits after the first couple of
I know.
weeks. So normally in a long school holiday, we see a difference in all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're
come out,
relaxing,
they
they're coming
relax.
out a bit, they're being kids a bit
But
more. But this difference, he's still been going to school. His attendance has not stopped one bit. He had the half term, started his new school, and he has become the child we see in the holidays.
Oh, that's so nice. Also really sad, though,
It is.
that he's been so, like, oppressed, basically, in the other school.
Yeah. And today they're having a pyjama day. Well, it looks like Minnie's got dressed, actually. They're walking behind the camera.
See ya. Hello. Where are you going?
Where are you going?
You going swimming?
No.
What
What
did
was
he
he
say?
was asking to do earlier?
No. You going to
The toy store.
Great Smith?
You could,
Or
it's
Smith?
your birthday next
When he said
month.
Smith, did he mean... I just realised he didn't mean WH Smith, did he?
No,
Because I like 50.
that doesn't exist anymore. He's not going to get a pen and a pencil set and a calculator.
Your scientific calculator.
As in that bag, that massive bag there that I use for my
that
filming.
makes a lot more sense. When he said he wants to go to Smith's, I thought he meant WH Smith.
No, we're on number 2 now.
We've almost finished.
We'll have to edit this bit out.
Yeah.
Might leave it in for fun.
Saying he wants collaborating.
I know, it's because it's not.
Yeah.
So it's birthday, so we're not getting things today.
They want something called a dumpling or something.
Well, I know, but it is nearly his birthday.
Have you paused it?
No,
It's fine.
we'll either edit
We'll
it
cut it
or
out.
leave it. You knew what we were doing.
I told him not to talk to you.
He didn't, to be fair, Tristan didn't talk to us. He just wandered past and we were like, hello.
Keep it in as a blooper.
Yeah.
I'll put it on Instagram.
Yeah. Behind the scenes. Bye. Have fun.
Did you know you can go live with that camera as well?
Oh my god. You need to learn how to use your camera properly, Francesca.
Bye, guys.
We're off for some stew and dumplings.
I dread to think. Oh my god.
They're going to come back with so much shit.
I've just realised Daisy's still in bed.
Oh my god, it's 5 to 1. 10 to 1.
Well, she
Just forgot you had a third child, didn't you?
I often forget. Is she yours? I don't know. Well, she said to me, because they share a
She had a hard
bedroom,
night babysitting and sitting on our sofa last night, didn't she?
because they share a bedroom, I feel a little bit bad that she can't do normal teenage things
Yeah,
in the bedroom. So she was on a
lounging
call
and
with a
faffing.
couple of her friends, and I let the other two stay out later. We've got a tent up in the garden. I let the other two stay up a bit later.
It's like you've got another bedroom in your house.
Well, yeah, she could just live in the tent, couldn't she? So I let it get dark so we could have hot chocolate and marshmallows in the tent.
Let her sleep out there in summer. No, I think Minnie and Tristan will be fuming because they want to sleep out there.
Yeah. So, she was on a call with her friends. We came upstairs to bed and it was really late, so Minnie and Tristan were going straight to sleep. And I said, I know I don't want to stop you because it's the holidays, but also you need to keep your voice down. She said, can I go downstairs? And I thought, well, why not? Because she needs that I'm in my private
Were you
space
in bed?
bedroom thing. Yeah. And I said to her,
Yeah.
don't be much later than midnight, please. And when you come upstairs carefully because I might have fallen asleep by then.
Yeah.
And I don't remember her coming up, so she must have been
Yeah, that's
careful.
good.
Because if she had her own room, I'd be letting her do
Yeah,
that.
she'll be up anyway.
Exactly. So she probably stayed up really late. So she's probably only had like 12 hours sleep by now anyway.
Only 12 hours sleep. Oh dear.
When she was
Poor
a baby and a
lassie.
toddler, she had the classic 12 hours.
Oh,
where
it's like
those two
Ella
have
do.
never done
13,
that.
Ella do.
Oh my God.
She's
those
down
two
to about
have never
12
done that.
now.
They're terrible.
Right.
But yeah, so we'll chat
we
about
wake Daisy up?
schools. Yes, we put it on. Do a mini pod with her.
We'll do a school
We'll do a school one
in
in September.
Yeah.
But yes,
Maybe
I
we
just
could-
wanted to tell you all
Do
about
we know any
Beers and
teachers?
Bobbles.
Maybe we can get a teacher on. I'll get my cousin on. Oh, he's not a girl.
It doesn't matter.
We are quite girl. on
Doesn't
this
matter.
one, aren't we?
One of my friends, the photographer that I was telling you about,
Yeah.
she wants to come on, but she wants to do it face to face. She said she'll talk better if it's face to face. So I thought,
that's fine.
oh, I would love a
Where
little
does she live?
meet up.
Leeds.
No, go out the other side, go past Keithley, go up through into
Like
the middle of
Skipton?
nowhere. Yeah, we can think
To
of
meet
something
in the middle?
Yeah.
That's far. That.
Right, we're off. See you later.
Bye.